ATL with another.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals, baby mamas, baby daddies, and everybody in between. It's your boy, Gresh Unleashed.
I'm like mellow when I shoot, I don't miss. Yeah, they better check my stats, call me Chris. Yeah, I ain't fly, but I'm known to whip that trick. Real quick, dog, let me talk my ish. 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 Yeah, I'm feeling unleashed, call me Gresh. Yeah, I'm feeling unleashed, call me Gresh. Yeah, I'm feeling unleashed, call me Gresh. Yeah, I'm feeling if I could be serious for a minute, my Twitter is never timid. Ain't wrestling this for who? No chill, Mr. No Limit. I'm back on my grind, baby. I'm back in my bag lately. My mama ain't raising food. Pray for me, don't ever play me. Like Triple H in his prime, it's my time. You never could write me off. I make dollars on my dime. I've been a draw, a charisma that you can't ignore. Ain't nobody messing with my clique. That's the metaphor. I'm like mellow when I shoot, I don't miss. Yeah, they better check my stats, call me Chris. Yeah, I ain't fly, but I'm known to whip that trick. Real quick, dog, let me talk my ish. 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 Yeah, I'm feeling unleashed, call me Gresh. Yeah, I'm feeling unleashed.
You're
Yo,
yeah, hey man.
hell no. Just lost money.
Uh-oh.
Boston decided to spank New York's ass. That's what happened. If the damn Knicks would have just showed up, bro, I was... Damn, Celtics. Can't stand them Celtics right now, bro. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off.
Sorry, Derek.
Oh, no. Ain't no need to... If anything, he cutting cartwheels. They won the damn game. I'm talking about the Knicks.
Oh, you bet on the Knicks.
No, I just needed... I was betting on players to go over, and because the Celtics were whooping their ass so bad, they took them out way early because it was uncompetitive. I'm pissed. Like, bruh, if it would have been more competitive, I would have hit all of what I said. God dang, man. That pissed me off. I was this close. Now I gotta try. Damn. Ain't even no point in looking at the rest of my line, boy. I'm like, God dang it. Shoot. Now I gotta try again tomorrow. Fudge, man. Oh, well.
Yeah.
The NBA is back, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome back, NBA. That's all I can say.
Because football has disappointed me.
Man, everybody going down with injuries, boy. Everybody getting hurt. Oh, my God dang. Unless you're a Ravens fan, or a Lions fan,
Yeah.
or a Vikings fan,
Yeah.
a Packers fan.
Yeah.
Somehow a Chiefs fan. I don't know why, but that's a thing. So it's not all bad. It just depends on who you are. But in the case of us,
Yeah. We're done.
dumpster barrel fire.
Because this started on week 8 on Sunday? I mean, we're now starting on week 8?
Pretty much, brother. Season's about half over.
Yeah.
Yep, just looking for the draft at this point. Bruh, I know. Good help's hard to find these days, Josh. I'm telling you, man. You lose your starting quarterback, and all of a sudden you're just like, why are these other quarterbacks so ass?
The 2 years back to back that I decided to care about football, they let me down.
Mm-hmm. At least last year they were competitive, you know.
Yeah, this year I feel like everybody is just winging it or dying from concussions.
Autopilot like a mofo, boy. Dang.
Boy, we're going to try not to be on autopilot for this show because I took a nap, so I'm well rested.
I wish I was. Damn it.
You more so upset than anything.
You tell what I am. Man, start the show. God damn.
You said, man, screw this shit. Just hit the button. Just hit the button. I understand.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand to your feet and make noise for GRESH UNLEASHED!
Let's go! When the club go around here, I'm a cactus. Bang, bang, gang, I don't owe you jack. When I'm in the ring, it's just me and my best friends. OC cutting no slack. Hollywood Miz, you can put me on the A-list. GRESH Unleashed, better put it on your playlist. Me and my fam be ballin' like the Bruce. Fight night, baby, hard hitting like Sheamus. Family first, yes, bloodline business. Winning all the gold, look at how they witness. I was taught to be the greatest. 1,000 days and running, check out the book of Guinness. Coolin' with the baddies in the baddie section. Guarantee you they ain't jaded. Yellow, you baby face, I ain't feeling your gimmick. The fans think it's overrated. Rod Lesnar on the beast. Eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. Whole new swag with a price on the tag. Coming live from the west to the east. Better recognize on the mouthpiece. See the power level gotta increase. Bringing content on a daily. Feeling like GRESH Unleashed.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals, baby mamas, baby daddies, and everybody in between. Welcome back to the GRESH Unleashed podcast. This is episode 93 of the show that brings you the good vibes to the best of our abilities. Joining you as always is the voice that does the most, the purveyor of mischief, Gresh. And joining me as always is my main man, my right-hand man, the voice of the Unleashed anthem, Mr. Hi-Lite Real. What's good with your brother? Outside of the obvious.
Outside of the obvious,
Yeah, you know.
life's good. Life's great. Great is life. Life is great. You know.
Yeah.
Hey man, I can't be completely down in the dumps. I did win 150 over the weekend, but still, I should have made more tonight. Damn it. Oh well.
Life
We're here.
gives you wins and losses.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you're alive and healthy.
There we go. That part, sir. That part. I can't get mad, but thank goodness for sports betting, man. It's actually pretty fun. Who would have thought? You know.
Yeah. The highest I'm doing is $20 though.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't gone over 10, honestly. You know, like probably 20 would be the most. Yeah, I was about to say 20 would be the most I would do for sure, because ain't nobody trying to lose $50 or $100. Like you said, rent too high.
Rent is too high. Like I be seeing people, they be betting, they be like, "Oh my god, I lost this, that, and third. How much did you bet?" All of it. Oh, you dumb.
Nah, I'm good with anywhere from 5 to 20, man. That's that, because you max out, you get that max payout. You like, oh, I flipped that real good. You know, like I said, I hit one. I got my first. So I'm like, okay, I'm capable of this. Basketball let me down today.
What we speaking about not being disappointed. One thing that didn't disappoint me today was Waffle House. I got off work, had an impromptu show, because I didn't know I had a show for the past 2 days until I got the email. They said, "Hey, you got a show today and tomorrow at the airport." I'm like, "Oh, I can use the extra money. I'll go."
Yeah, why not?
So when we was done with this show, I was just checked out. I wasn't checked out, but I was just over. I was hungry. I'm like, I ain't really eat a good meal today. I've been hooting and hollering all week, packing and unpacking and moving into the new spot. Shout out DJ, by the way, for helping your boy out this weekend. And I was like, yeah, it's time. I need some food. So I had some Waffle House. I had half of my usual meal, because my usual meal is like 1 to 2 to 3 waffles, 2 Texas patty melts, 2 to 3 hash browns smothered in onions.
Okay.
And what else did I have? What else do I usually have? 1 to 2 orange juices, and then if I'm filling up for it, then I'll just get me some eggs, scrambled eggs on the side just to go.
My boy made that seem like light work.
Is
light work.
People think I'm joking when I say I got a big back. I have a big back. My back is big to be skinny. I'm skinny big. But other than that, yeah, it's gonna be for those of you who don't know, this is episode 93. This is going to be another light episode. We have what we usually gonna talk about, and then we're gonna get up out of here. But we are on the road to 100 episodes. Like, less than 2 months, or more than 2 months. December 10th will be episode 100 of this incarnation of the Gresh Unleashed podcast. So we're gonna we might make that one in person. We'll definitely see what we can do. If not, it'll definitely still try to make it as big a deal as possible. Might even open the forum for people to hop in if they ever been on the show and they're available on December 10th. They want to say something or just chop it up with the crew. You're more than welcome to hop on in. But yeah, the chat don't look as hot as always, but hey, it is towards the end of October. It's almost Halloween for those who celebrate, almost Thanksgiving for those who celebrate. So we got you guys covered. And then I guess after this, we will be starting the prepping for the end of the year awards. Me and Hi-Lite will be definitely like collabing on that. The Life's Bots podcast is still on hiatus, so I believe we said we might do a combined show for this one, like just do it all at once for this one and try to sum it down, like what's what. Like we ain't gonna go overboard like we do when it's 2 shows. So we'll
Facts.
definitely talk about that. Also for tonight, the title of this episode was pre-named Self-Sabotage because we'll be definitely talking about Jey Uso getting himself back involved in the family drama within the Bloodline. The WWE debut of the Motor City Machine Guns. John Moxley's chaotic crusade in AEW, NXT. We'll talk about that in passing and more. So if you haven't already, make sure you scan that QR code, subscribe to the podcast, and we got you covered. So where you want to start with, my brother? Chop it up with the fam.
Well, I think it's fitting to start off with one of the most, if not the most amazing voice in the professional wrestling today. Samantha Irvin.
Yeah.
A sudden step down. Wow.
Apparently she said it's been months in the making.
Well, she had a way of showing it, man, because god dang, we were hurting. You know, we out here hurting, boy. Who would have thought Bad Blood was the last time I get to see that live? Dang. Doggone shame. God, I'm gonna miss that on my TV. You know? I'm just saying, man. It hurts. It hurts. All due respect to Lilian. Lilian still looks amazing for 58. Hard to believe she's 58. I was like, she's 58? What? Okay, but man, Samantha, bro.
58? I thought, is she 58 or she's
she's 58, bro. Yeah, crazy. Lilian looks good for 58, man. She still looks the same. But Samantha, dang, bro.
Not even just that. She exemplified elegance as well as presence. Like one thing I know, the wrestling aspect of WWE, AEW, whatever is the most important part, but I feel like the ring announcing adds to it if you do, because trust me, we've sat through some of the worst ring announcers, commentators known to man, especially if you've been a long time wrestling fan. You've seen the worst. We've seen, if you want to mention AEW, we sat through Alex Marvez. Remember when he first started in 2019, where it sounded like he was trying to sell us on golf. Kevin Patrick, even though he was trying, he was also considered terrible by a lot of people. It's like, you see a lot of people, and let's go with ring announcing. We have some random people that just coming across my brain right now. Remember Savannah in ECW in like 2008, 2009? That she wasn't the best. So it's like you see these people and you see Samantha. She's been there for 3 years. Why does it feel like it's been longer?
It does feel like it's been longer, and that's crazy that it's only been 3, bro. Like what? Yo, that in its own right just shows how incredibly dope she was. And to leave that type of legacy for only 3 years, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's goated. She's had a lot of dope moments. Maybe on another show we can definitely count down some of our favorite moments of her announcing, you know, a main event match, or you know, something that gave a big fight feel, because she always gave a big fight feel.
That was pretty much everything.
Yeah,
her announcing Imperium, like the way she broke down each member of Imperium's name, like she was like Ludwig Kaiser, Giovanni Vinci, and then she put more bass and the ring general. I'm like, good lord, you brought passion to it, even with the Bloodline, when it was the extended Bloodline, when you include Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa. She was like, introduce it first. Solo Sikoa, Sami Zayn, the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos, and I'm like, good lord, this woman is immaculate in behind the mic, and then to find out that she was literally in, what was it, America's Got Talent. I didn't know that until she was in WWE, because I was on and off with America's Got Talent. That was more some my mom and my grandmother thing. I never really watched. I watched like clips of it. If it was like, so you think you can dance, then I got you covered, because that was show back in the day.
I could tell that was your show. Yeah, I could tell you're the dancer of us too. So I knew you always.
So that was my show, but America's Got Talent wasn't really my thing. But I saw clips, and I definitely missed, like, by a landslide, Samantha Irvin. But yeah, man. And I'm not even going to acknowledge people trying to speculate. Oh, she might be going to AEW. She literally says she's focusing on her music and being a mom. Could she go to AEW? It's wrestling. Who knows? But right now, it's like she's focusing on her music, her future away from wrestling. Because I believe it was said that she wanted to stay, but they just couldn't come to terms on something, on an agreement to where she could do both. So she decided to leave. So she took that leap.
What a hard year for wrestling fans this has been already. You know, Kayla Braxton, and now no Samantha Irvin. What the heck? All the melanated women leaving me. Why? You know, oh my gosh, man. All due respect to Kathy Kelly and what's my other girl that always hangs with Jey Uso?
Jackie?
Jackie. There we go. Yeah, Jackie. All due respect to them. Jackie Redmond. All due respect to them. Love them. Beautiful women in their own right. Really, really cool. They ain't Samantha and they ain't Kayla. That's all I'm saying.
And it's like when Lilian Garcia is here full time, like she is around. She's gonna be around for at least the foreseeable future. What was your thoughts on? Did you peep her first night back?
I did.
And we still got Alicia Taylor too. Let's not discredit Alicia Taylor. Like, she's still around and she's still great.
Indeed.
But Lilian Garcia, her first night back, you can tell she got some catching up to do. That's all I will say.
Yeah.
She was trying.
Yeah. I didn't expect them to actually bring her back on a full-time basis like that. I didn't think she was really wanting to do that anymore like that. But it's good that they got her to rely on for now until they, I guess, train up somebody new.
So that tells me that she was just she wasn't around by their choice, and not because if she wanted to leave, I mean, if she was away by her choice, she would have been back. I mean, she wanted to came back.
Yeah.
So
I can agree with that. You know, it's gonna be crazy, man. I can just say from our memories. I mean, at least we can sit here and say we witnessed her on multiple occasions within this year alone, from Bad Blood to WrestleMania 41. 40. Sorry, 41's this year, but WrestleMania 40, Bad Blood, and of course, Wale May. Good old Wale May. We got the taste, that musical talent, if you will, at Wale May. What a moment. You know what I'm saying? So Samantha, we're blessed to say that we got to see you in person and witness that amazing glow and energy and vibe and presence that you bring to everything in a room. So for that, flowers among flowers are given. See you down the road, Miss Samantha, and definitely going to be supporting the music. So yeah.
For sure. That's that. And everybody trying to blame Ricochet. She's a grown woman. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right. Let's give Lilian Garcia a little bit of her flowers too, because it was her first night back. Like, what was your fondest memory of Lilian Garcia as a ring announcer?
The storyline with Viscera. Because that was hilarious.
Why is that the first thing that came?
you know. I mean, and then there's her backstage segments with The Rock, of course.
The people strudel.
Yeah, you know.
You get wet with perspiration standing this close to the Rock.
More than anything in the world, Rock.
Whoa,
whoa! Wait a minute.
If I give me said when she announced Triple H as a former champion, he chased her out of the building.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. I remember that. Why you have to do that like
but nah, man. I feel like we in good hands with Lilian once she gets her feet back wet on ring announcing. We'll be straight. We'll be straight because I feel like she like once she locks back in, it's a wrap. Not saying anybody is going to replace anybody, because one thing Samantha did, she did leave an impact, but at the same time, I feel like we went from goat to goat when it comes to ring announcing, as far as when it comes to the ones that are still here. So, hey, Lilian Garcia, welcome back. We welcome you with open arms. Just don't say number one containers no more. That shit, I just bust out laughing when I saw that. I just gave her, I was like, what?
Yeah.
What else? Anything else happened on Raw that you want to talk about before we talk about Bloodline stuff? As always.
Not really. I mean, you and I joked about Raquel having only one job and fell in love with everything. So
we might as well just talk about that then. She had one job, and that's to protect Liv Morgan.
Man, listen.
Couldn't do that.
Couldn't do it, bro. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm just like, well, yeah, that's a thing. Some people are like, as a bodyguard, and I forgot this is technically her first time as a heel on the main roster since being on the main roster. It is. She's been Smiley, show her back Raquel from the time she got on the main roster to up until this point. So finally, this is the first time we've seen a heel version, and so far they're not doing that hot, making her lackey. Muscle lackey to a degree.
Boring.
Yeah, I know, brother. I know. Waiting for the next new.
Exactly, no pop.
What else I'm not sure happened to that.
But you want to let's digest that right quick. Like, what is up with the way that they're booking this feud? Because at this point, why should we believe that Rhea is ever going to lose? Yeah, she looks weak from time to time. She looked weak last week or when they jumped her or whatever. But it's like this woman took out 3 people, including Dom, by herself. What's the point of Raquel? Why do you exist? Why does this feud keep happening? And at this point, can you just put Liv or Rhea on SmackDown and whoever isn't, just keep them on the other brand? Because at this point, it feels like it's the same old. And I feel like I started checking out after that ending, that Bad Blood. We was all there.
Yeah, I don't blame you for checking out around that. It's just kind of like, love both ladies to death, but just kind of over the feud. Just like, all right, can we move on? Get some new challengers.
And I thought we were moving on. But then again, she's moving on to Crown Jewel.
Yeah, carrying that thing in a suitcase like it's a doggone weapon of destruction. Okay, cool. Cool belt, bro. That's all I can really say.
Exactly, no pop.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeesh. Yeah. Yeah.
What else happened before we talk about? Oh, Uncle Howdy and Wyatt Six attacked an elder.
They've got new. Yeah, that they did. That they did. They've got new opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Why does it feel like we're not excited about this? Let's digest how we feeling. Like, how are we feeling about this? About everything. It just feels like I'm noticing our tone. It's like I feel like we're not as excited as we should be. And I love the Y6. I love Uncle Howdy. I love the whole aesthetic. It's spooky season, but I feel like something is not clicking with us. You want to talk about that?
It could be a combination of things. I mean, it could be shoot. For all we know, it could just be. How do I want to put it? It could be the fact that one stable is not really ready to go up against said stable because we're still trying to care about one stable to a degree. Meanwhile, the leader of said stable, I mean, both of these stables are meant for their mind games, in a sense. And both have a habit of changing people, in a sense. So there are similarities, but at the same time, it's like, when's the last time Final Testament actually won something worth looking at? And then the Miz thing was throwing me the hell off too, because I'm like, why are you with them? Why are you targeting the Miz? I don't get it. You know, like Karen Cross, why exactly were you going after the Miz? And why?
Because he's a 2-time Grand Slam champion. I'm just going based off of kayfabe reason.
I'm just like, okay, all right, sure. Yeah, that's all I really kind of. I mean, looking at this, it's just like I'm trying to figure it out, and for the most part, it's just like the crowd seemed excited, so I'm excited that the crowd's excited, but I'm like, where is that type? What match type? What type of promos are we gonna get leading up to this? Do I have to go a couple of weeks before I even know what next chapter of this is going to be? I don't know.
I feel like our problem isn't the Wyatt Six or the Final Testament. I feel like it's still the problem that I've been saying for the past couple of months. The booking. That is where our problem lies. And it's like I feel like, and I hate to, and I'm just gonna say it. I feel like a lot of people give Triple H, they handle him with kitty gloves, because if the old man was still in charge, they'd be shitting on everything. But with him, they give him the benefit of the doubt on like the way that he books things. Like character wise, like I agree with you. The fuck you mean? I'm interested in the characters and the directions of them, but it's just something about the booking that just takes me out of certain things, certain decisions. I don't know what it is. I'm not finna sit on here and try to play Booker.
Yeah.
That I don't get paid for that. But I'm just saying something is taking me out of it, and I feel like it all has something to do with how they're booking these things.
Yeah. I mean, this is why booking 101 is key. But not just WWE. I mean, we'll get into that when we get to AEW. They have their moments too. A lot of these promotions kind of do it to some degree, unless you're just like one of those super really dope indie promotions that know what they're doing. But even then, even the most perfect show is still not the most perfect show. So, yeah, man, I don't know, dude. I'm looking at this and I'm just like, well, I have to just see where it goes. The Miz, R-Truth interaction in between this is random, but at the same time, I know they've been building their own story. So this is a wait and see kind of thing. That's all I can really say about it.
One thing we couldn't wait and see for is how they open the show. Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed going crazy all over the place.
Yeah, it's become a narrative for Bronson Reed as of late with any opponent of his, where they're just running through things and smashing things. Pause, but it's just like that's the theme. So Good for Seth. Glad you're finding something to keep you occupied until you get back to CM Punk. I mean, Crown Jewel and these two going at it should make for an exciting situation. But my guy Seth is just really amped up, and you can see it because homeboy's like, "Come on, big boy, come on out. Let's do the daggone thing," you know.
So I think Seth is 100%.
Oh, for sure. No, there's no doubt. Like I'm waiting to see what happens from here, really, with this segment too. I mean, Crown Jewel is like literally next week, so they got one more week to build this thing. And I don't know if it's gonna end. Oh, I'll tell you this much: that was hilarious though. Adam Pearce blowing a gasket yet again. This dude, I was like, "There's your blood pressure gonna go up, my guy." Somebody check on this man's blood pressure meds because he blew a gasket like
His blood pressure going up. He's about to become an alcoholic. It's crazy.
I need a drink. And I'm like, all right, brother, you sure about that? You're going to be waiting here just as long. Well, what can you say? You know? That's kind of all I got for that. Like, should be a fun match. You know, Seth knows how to work with guys of all sizes. Pause again, just in case. But he knows what he's doing. And, hey, Bronson Reed isn't necessarily a rookie in his own way. He knows how, and I'm happy he's making a name for himself by just because he keeps growing every week in terms of putting himself into that next level picture. So at some point, him versus a Gunther maybe or something, who knows? Could just be a nice entertaining match down the line. So let's see where they go with this feud.
I guess we can talk about a little bit. I don't know if you saw that clip with Carlito and EO and Kyrie.
No, I did not see that clip.
He basically said when they had a backstage. So basically, for those who don't know, EO and Kyrie had a backstage segment with Adam Pearce where they was demanding for a match, or they was continuing to build for their match at NXT against Jakara Jackson and Last Legend, which was a fun opener for NXT tonight, but it was obviously interrupted because they're building the women's tag team division up. But you know how they do the continuation, whereas like there's no pause. Mm-hmm. So Carlito came through while EO and Kyrie left, and he was like, "Huh, I want to learn Chinese."
Yeah.
It's a great one. It was fucking stupid, but at the same time, it's like, and then apparently it was ad-libbed. It wasn't even approved, and whoever was in charge backstage was pissed.
Yeah, I don't blame him, man. And I mean, I know you know that as an editor yourself, brother. So trust me.
Yeah, I've had a few instances where I was like, I had to either cut episodes completely or I had to, but. I said this in my Discord, and I'll say this right here. If they're not offended, I'm not going to be offended. One thing I would never do is be offended on anybody's behalf. That's not my forte. It's not my place. But at the same time, if it is stupid, it was stupid for him to say. Like, I don't care if you're not offended. It was stupid because they're Japanese. And that idiocy opens the door for racist people to feel comfortable saying stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I'm not finna be offended. I'm not finna be upset. I'm like, yeah, shouldn't have said that. But at the end of the day, I'm not about to dig up this man's old tweets to try to get him canceled. I'm just saying, don't be stupid going forward. It's not that hard. I promise.
Dang, man. Well, I guess we'll see how
we'll see how that goes, though.
We'll see how it plays out. Yeah, much like the rest of it, because Yeah, Raw's like I said, Raw's been Raw. Not a bad show by any means. You can see the storytelling and the efforts behind trying, but it's very
Yeah,
clear cut that it's just being dominated by the Bloodline storyline right now.
like I like that they're doing promos in between segments too. Like
Mm-hmm.
promo packages. Like you have
Yeah.
promo packages for the War Raiders. You have
Mm-hmm.
promo packages for you had one for Raquel, and I'm like, I wish I could believe you, but the way you got lit up by Rhea, I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Yeah. Hey
No.
man, you gotta talk tough behind a vignette sometimes. That's all. You know.
But speaking of tough, we had the tough main event. Main event, Jey Uso defending the Intercontinental Championship against LeBron Breaker.
Mm-mm-mm.
What was your thoughts on this match? Because we even saw an appearance of little baby brother, the tribal chief, Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, I mean, first off, funny thing about Solo, week by week by week, he's getting more confident with these facial expressions and the way he's acting. Because I still can't not laugh at how he acted on Friday Night SmackDown. Like, are you done? Are you done? Huh? It was yee. And stop calling me little brother. I'm the tribal chief. I was like, oh yeah, you sound like a little brother now. Now you sound like a brat. Because that's something a brat was saying. I was like, dog, hey, my boy getting these like squinty eyes and his neck roll. Like he is truly learned from Roman, all right, because he has developed one heck of a personality all of a sudden now. And I'm like,
I feel like a lot of people. I said this on Friday, and I'll say it again. Solo Sikoa is hilarious when he's not Roman like.
mm-hmm.
The
I agree.
whole Greenville, South Carolina. Acknowledge me. I'm like, bro, you have no bass in your voice at all. So it's like, just stop. But when he is between this and on Monday, where he was like, I got a ticket, he got a ticket. I'm like, bro, this dude is hilarious. I'm like, brother, this is the Solo that I want to see.
And the funny thing is, more than likely, this is likely how he probably is in real life. You know how like Roman was like an extended version of himself, and Usos were like, oh no. This is Joe. Like this is who we know. Not that cookie cutter babyface they tried to make him. We don't know who that guy was, but this guy, yeah, no, that's who he's been. So like, I'm pretty sure same thing with Solo. This is who he's probably been, and he's slowly starting to realize, like, you know what? I gotta be more of myself a little bit, you know, versus just trying to be the serious, silent guy, and now, like you said, trying to be Roman light and all that. So, yeah, I mean, shoot, when Jacob's up next, he's gonna have a chance. He's gonna have all the chance in the world to show that personality, and we know exactly what he's capable of on the microphone. So trust you me.
He will dog walk your bitch ass because he know how to fight.
The sentiments exactly, my brother. So yeah, no, I'm digging this, and I overheard Justin LeBar and them talk about the fact that Ulafala has actually become more important than the WWE Championship with this storyline right now between Solo, The Rock, Roman.
I wouldn't discredit Cody and say it's just more important, but you can tell there's no need for titles.
Yeah, for them, like they don't need a title because they're more concerned about who's head of the table right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so not to discredit Cody or nothing, just saying for what they're doing, much like everybody was saying from jump when it came to The Rock versus Roman, which is inevitably what this all leads to anyway, in its own way, it don't need a title. Head of the table, XYZ. Well, now that you got the Solo factor, you got Jacob in there waiting in the wings, you got Roman, you got Rock. All these little key factors is who's the head of the table. Mafia, you know? Simple game of mafia. Everybody want to be the top dog. Underbosses be secretly plotting and scheming against the main boss's back. Main boss got a target on his back, got to watch his back at all times, make sure some of the soldiers ain't crooked. It's just giving that vibe. So
what it is, it's like once you actually pay attention to the story, you realize what they're saying. And but speaking of the story, before we talk about the other part of this Bloodline story, what is your thoughts on Braun Breaker once again becoming Intercontinental Champion?
Well, give some time to just cook with it in the meantime while Jay's busy. Because more than likely, if they decide to put it back on Jay, they will do it in the time of when it's right. Like, it doesn't have to be right away. It could be months from now. But at the same time, kind of like what I was overhearing about the situation with Jay, if you really think about it, you don't necessarily need to go back to that title now. Because, at the end of the day, this man is really about to be on a way much bigger level now. Because Roman, he's about to be right face-to-face with The Rock before you know it. He's going to be in such a elevated as a coexist, like a co-host type role in a major A+ movie versus a lead role in a low budget movie. All due respect to Braun Breaker, but that's what it's kind of giving that vibe of. So, not for him though. Like I said, he can cook in his own right. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they would have Jay go back and take the title off of him, or they're just gonna move Jay on to bigger and better things. Could lead to the World Heavyweight Championship down the line. Who knows? But
that's my thing though. Jay would still be Intercontinental Champion if he would just mind his damn business.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's what made the SmackDown thing so interesting, because it was like, well, what made you decide to come? To begin with,
get out my face. That's what you said.
Yeah.
That's what you told. That's what you told baby brother. You said, "Get out my face."
Yet somehow, amazing that him and Jimmy apparently seem to be cool again. I guess.
Either that or he broke character again. Jay can never be serious.
Maybe, because this show was like, huh? Wait a minute. You just told him to get out your face literally like a few days ago. Now he's like, oh, what's up? Yeah. Huh? Okay. One thing that was constant, the interaction we were waiting for. And we still gonna keep getting it week by week. The return of Roman and Jey Uso, where this all started to begin with.
So, I feel like seeing as Jay was screwed by Jacob, even though Solo spent the entire time that he was on Raw trying to recruit Jay, I feel like this would be a situation right off the gate where Jay just wants revenge, more so than to realign with Roman and Jimmy. Because they screwed him out of the title.
I think that depends on where they decide to go with Roman's character right now.
Oh, I ain't saying ignore Roman. I'm just saying his initial response, Jay's initial response after losing it, should be full on revenge.
True.
And then once again, because the beating is going to continue, it's going to be Roman and Jimmy getting beat up, and then you're going to hear the ooh so, and then Jay going to come and finally make the save.
True.
Maybe not this week, but probably like next week after Crown Jewel to kind of build to Survivor Series.
Well, true, but it's like what I mentioned when I told you about a couple weeks ago about how this would go, how he's the key factor of, revenge is on his mind, but I still don't want to team with you two, to where it still comes down to Roman actually really having to,
apologize.
Deeper than apologize. Homeboy got to straight up Keith Sweat that mofo right now. I gotta beg because I realize I did you wrong. Specifically him. It's like, of course Jimmy was easy because it was like, hey, yeah, you said you was quarterback, you said you was this, I acknowledge Jim. That's it. It was Jim was easy, easy to sway, real easy. I got you, no problem. But it's like Solo and Jey are two individuals that Roman's truly gonna have to be like, okay, you're the way you are, Solo, because of me. I turned you into that because you literally observed me do this exact same thing, and it got to your head, and now you are this monster that I pretty much created from you observing me. Jey, you went on to do great things on your own, but at the same time, it's no thanks to me and how I treated you. And I shouldn't have treated you the way that I did. I manipulated you, both of you, all of you, for my own power and glorification. And I let that get the best of me. My boy got to be like straight up just, what I'm saying? Like tears falling. God dang it. Where it's like, like I need you kind of thing.
But will he be able to do all that within the span of a month?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, hey, he was able to do a lot with Sammy in a month. It wasn't when that story was building quickly. They was able to turn the heat up real between that Royal Rumble up into that Elimination Chamber.
True.
So he can do it. It's just gonna be interesting to see how they go about this, but it really is gonna be some serious theater. And that's not even counting Paul Heyman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. On some Pleasure P. Yeah, there you go. That's a perfect example. Yeah, cause boy, it's gonna take a lot,
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm agreeing with you. That's why I'm letting you cook. I'm agreeing. Yeah.
Man, listen, it's kind of like how I mentioned, man. Something's about to happen because even with Solo, it's evident that I like the personality showing out of him. But again, it's reminding me it's like a mini Roman, but in his own way. And it's like, this don't look good. The moment Roman really apologizes both to, because that one-on-one with him and Solo, that was another thing that had me laughing. Because when he acknowledged Solo, and then Solo's like, no, that ain't good enough. Call me Tribal Chief. Roman he held back, and when he got angry and yelled,
what?
I love how Solo just gave that look. He was like, "Aha! See, there he is, right there. That right there." I rewinded that about 50 million times because I was laughing at Solo saying, "Oh, yep, there he is, right there. That's him." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Yep." He was like, I knew he was still there, and that's him. So in my mind, I'm like, see, that adds to the point. Solo knows what you used to be. He copycatted you because he was badly influenced by you. And that's why he was waiting on that version to come out, because he is a mirror image of what that version was. And he knew you still existed in there somewhere. So
that's the thing, though. Roman literally said when he returned, he said, things change, but not me. So he said he's not changing.
Yeah.
So the way that this set up, that means the way this is going to have to go forward. Roman is going to, he don't have to change completely, but he's going to have to acknowledge, there's that word again, that nothing is the same anymore. He does because he keeps mentioning all the money and the past, and Solo was like, bruh, that's the past. You failed. I'm the future. I'm the present. I'm the tribal heir for a reason, because you failed. Your rule does not work anymore. Jey doesn't want anything to do with you. Jimmy is just a lost puppy. The wise man isn't here. I have 3 savages that are more evolved than the OGs because there's no emotion behind them. They just want people to get hurt. That's basically the story. That's basically what they're trying to tell you. Like Like jokes about Solo and him, the Temu bloodline aside, that's literally the story. Roman, if Roman wants his power back, or if Roman wants help to deal with this bloodline, he has to humble himself.
He's got to.
He has to acknowledge. There's that word again. He has to acknowledge that things cannot be the same anymore. Point blank. Period.
And that's how, at some point, you end up getting the turn on Solo. The moment he finally caves into that, somehow, because it could be the Rock pulling strings right about now. And Jacob's been the one he's been waiting to unleash all along. And, you know, it's been mentioned, not necessarily a scoop per se, but it's been mentioned by a certain legend, Hall of Famer, if you will, that, and no, I'm not talking Rikishi. So I'm going to just throw that out there, people. It's not Rikishi.
You know he mad about Monday.
Yeah, probably. It's been mentioned by a certain Hall of Famer out there that there are 4, not 1, 4 of these Bloodline members already in queue right now.
Jesus fuck.
4 of them already in queue.
More of them niggas.
But also peep this. Here's the twist. Also understand that everybody ain't always blood either. So that's the other thing to think about when we say 4 waiting in the works. There's more. But family ain't always blood, people. Family ain't always blood. So, you know.
I hear all that. But there's more.
There's more. And not counting the kids, you know, this is like people been saying. A lot of these content creators have been mentioning it. Like, bro, this can go on for generations at this point. You know? You're like, shoot.
But there's more.
My boy's like, there's more. I like that.
I get it though. I get it. I understand. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm intrigued. Like that's just the story that we're at. But yeah, Jay. Next time, just mind your business, bro.
I did like the serious Jay coming out though. I said every time I see Jay pop up with the serious, I'm like, oh, there's the Jay we've been waiting on.
But this man talking about he keeps staring at me like that. I'm gonna knock your ass out. You talking to your little cousin Jacob? You sure?
Hey man, he ain't afraid. He ain't afraid, man.
Man, after Monday, he better.
And side note, just a glimpse into the distant future of Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu. Go figure. Talk about slap. Man. Mania match if I've ever seen
one. Because the way that the crowd keeps popping for Jacob just staring at people to tell you everything you need to know.
Oh yeah, they're waiting. That's why I said, look, Solo's just wait on it, people. Solo's getting turned on. They're gonna put Jacob in that position. They're gonna create a whole different situation. Like, oh my goodness. You ever looking at this like, wow, we are in a whole new era, if you will.
They got this man repeating himself for a reason. I love you, Solo. I love you. My tribal chief.
Something is going to happen.
But yeah, man, this Bloodline storyline is getting intriguing by the day. I know a lot of people are tired of it, but that's too damn bad because they're some of the highest rated segments in recent memory. Every time you think that they're done or they lose steam, Because I ain't gonna lie to you, some of the stuff do be like, all right, you getting repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
They just reel you right back in.
You know,
So,
all good, brother.
anything else happen before we move on?
Not really.
I mean, they still building to Crown Jewel. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I don't. Those promos didn't do it for me. Damian looks like he wants to go back after the title at some point. So he's already made it known he's next in line after Crown Jewel. So it looks like we're revisiting that. And I wouldn't mind it because him and Gunther definitely a pretty freaking good match. The only problem that scares it is that Finn, for whatever reason, is the jealous, obsessive ex that just still is determined we're not going to let him get that title. He beat you already.
Clean.
Get over it. Move on to someone else.
3-on-1. You're a tag team champion.
Yeah, exactly. Focus on the tag team. When's the last time they defended those titles? Oh, that's right. They haven't because they're doing a whole
couple
tournament
of days ago.
Exactly.
A couple of weeks ago, I'm sorry.
It's crazy, man. And speaking of tag teams, Motor City Machine Guns. Bam, 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 bam.
Motor City.
Welcome to the WWE. I've been waiting on this for a long time.
That theme song is ass, though.
That's, I try for everything I hear as of late. Because I haven't heard a new theme that just made me say, ooh, that's a nice one. Yeah. But anyways, this is a good problem and a bad problem at the same time. Because, correct me if I'm wrong here, aren't these winners, which tag titles are they challenging for?
The ones currently held by the Bloodline.
Oh, that is not good. that is purgatory. Okay? Because at the end
unless Jey gets revenge.
I would hope so. I would sure hope so. Only problem is who's taking the pin. Well, never mind.
It's the Tongans. You thought Jacob was still champion?
Well, he did kind of get that title over to them, so yeah, that makes sense.
It's the Tongans. Either one of them can take the pin.
Yeah, never mind. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so, because they're setting this up for the Motor City Machine Guns, it looks like pretty obvious. All due respect to DIY, the Bloodline's already beaten you like 3-4 times over, so Motor City Machine Guns probably about to be your new tag team champions, ladies and gents.
I'm not mad at it. Strap the rocket to them because they're not. The fountain of youth is not necessarily on their side at the moment.
Yep, injuries could happen at any given moment. Knock on wood. And then also, Nick Aldis literally said, "Hey, I need to ramp up this division." So, kind of would make sense that they would do that.
But I'm excited to see the Motor City Machine Gun. They in WWE. If the long term fan of me, that enemy that saw them in Beer Money, them and Generation Me, Young Bucks, if you want to go modern, like they legitimately inspired an entire generation of tag teams.
Yes, they did.
So nobody can ever get me to hate them. And Motor City Machine Gun slander will not be tolerated around here. You will be blocked.
Period.
Just saying that right now.
Period.
They are some legends. We gonna respect them.
But
yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see them cook in WWE. Like real fans follow them wherever they go. We support the wrestlers, not the company.
Mm-hmm. You heard that, you tribalist? But anyways, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I think that's it for WWE. I guess we could talk AEW for a bit before we get up out of here.
Okay.
John Moxley out here causing chaos. We talked about booking earlier. You said you're not really feeling a lot of stuff. Let's talk about it.
I mean, shoot, like Mercedes. Some saying she's a failed experiment so far. She kind of needs a reset. The Hurt Syndicate is cool. They're still building to that. I'm interested. It's got my attention. But some people mention, hey, what if you have MVP? He did give her his card. What if he's like, yo, what happened to you? What's with this CEO nonsense? Where's the woman that used to go out and beat people up just cause? You know, where's the wrestler at? You know, that went out and just handled business. You know, there was, you know, where's that one that beat the sense out of people like you beat up Becky Lynch? You know, like yeah, trying to reawaken a fire in her, if you will.
You feeling like Mercedes is on autopilot?
She could be. I mean, she's collecting a check.
I feel like she's hitting her stride a little bit. I can play devil's advocate a little bit. I feel like she's finally hitting her stride. I enjoyed her match with Queen Aminata. More Aminata on my TV, please.
For sure.
But as far as like, I feel like they do need to give her a major story, but that's more so on the booking. We talking about booking.
Yeah, we are. A whole different story.
The Adam Cole and MJF feud is weird.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Now, I will say that's a common theme right now. Somebody mentioned this, and I said, you know what, that is so true, and I'm sure you pretty much agree, brother. It's amazing how, from WWE and AEW, all the heels right now are, majority of them, you're like, you're a babyface. I have no reason to really boo you because technically your logic as far as being the heel right now is really the babyface logic. So I should cheer you, really. I'm not going to boo what your reasoning is for why you're against this person. MJF literally said what he said, and there was no lies detected. He trusted you. He literally trusted no one and opened up to you, Adam Cole. And your reply is, if you believed in MJF this entire time, you're stupid. Like, I can't make this up, people. Like, huh? You're the babyface. You're the babyface. Wait a minute. No. I don't get it. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know,
excitement of Adam Cole being back aside, yeah, that's not going to get me to cheer you.
That's why
Calling
I'm
me
like,
stupid.
That's why I'm like, yo, they got this backwards with these heels, man. These heels actually are baby faces right about now. Based on
yeah, like the fuck you mean said, I think it's more so the crowd just trying to dictate who they want as a babyface and a heel. So it was like, Adam Cole is not going to get booed, so we're just going to make him a face, even though he was the devil at the end of last year.
I can say that's true and not true at the same time. I mean, like, I mean, the crowd can dictate, but if your booking is correct, you can make it to where they're not able to dictate. A real heel knows how to just stay a heel, regardless of how much they're getting cheered. They know how to hijack them right back and be like, Think about when The Rock was in his prime and he was getting cheers when he was still technically a heel. Like, this ain't sing along with the champ. Nah. You don't get to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cut them off before they even get started. You know?
Like, yay, Canada, yay, that's where we live. That's where we live. Shut up.
Say what you will about Jericho, but when he finally knew to pull the plug on that doggone Judas song, it made him give him more heat. Because he knew that was the only thing that got him over at that time was that doggone song. He finally cut it. Woo! And it was like, hey.
I am the learning tree.
You see my point? This is the way y'all people say that, man. That if anything, that's just, oh my god, it is, but it's hilarious. It's hilarious right now. Like hearing all of y'all say that, I'm like, yo. But
I feel like there's nothing really for us to add to the conversation of John Moxley's chaotic tenure in right now. The reason why I say that is because we don't know, is he just solely the dictator of everything? Is like what is happening? Like I feel like a lot of stuff has been covered on Public Enemy's podcast as well as here, where it's like nothing has evolved just yet. So it's like nothing much that we can add, unless there's something you want to add to the conversation. I mean, I have nothing to add to it.
Much like everybody else out there that have given her praise, I just want to continue to put praise on Rhea Shafir and just how this is such a perfect role for her.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to wrestle, don't need nothing, just whooping everybody up, like literally just beating everybody up, bro.
You saw Action Andretti go for a flip during the brawl.
Yeah,
like an idiot.
Yeah. Called him. I said, boy, you loving that. I was like, you loving it, don't you? You love how you beat me up like that, don't you? You into that freaky stuff, ain't you, brother?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gonna be the next Dirty Dom. Him and either him or one of the top flight dudes. What is it, Darius? Yeah, Darius.
Oh, Darius, yeah, he gonna be.
he got choked out by Marina by her legs. So you already know he gonna be like, I acknowledge you, John Moxley. I acknowledge you, my violent chief. I acknowledge you.
Oh man!
And instead of putting up the one, he put up the middle finger. I acknowledge you,
man.
My violent chief.
Man, yeah. It's a cool. You know, everybody's wondering the end game. People still out there giving their Shane McMahon stuff. I'm like, look, just stop with the Shane McMahon stuff. If it happens, it happens. It don't. Stop setting yourself up for failure. Okay, don't do that. That's rule number one we preach over here. Do not set high expectations for certain people that you're looking for. So what if there were photos leaking of him and Tony Khan or him and the Young Bucks and him and the... So what? It means nothing. Okay? If the man ain't on your screen, it means
don't worry about it.
Nothing. Let it go. Alright? Just live in the moment of the chaos.
I know someone who wish they would have let it go. What's the name? Leo Rush. Nigga got whooped. I enjoyed every second of it.
Good.
I should have sent this clip to DJ.
Good. That's all you getting out of me. Good.
Yep, good. Next week he's on not next week, tomorrow. He's gonna be in action again. Cause they're building to him versus Swerve. So I feel like whatever they're doing next in this Hurt Syndicate story is going to take place on Fright Night Dynamite. So,
Wow, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, I mean, Fright Night. How did they come up with this stuff?
That's Tony.
Night Dynamite. What the Tony? Oh, there's another talking point. Speaking of which, everybody's talking about Tony Twitter fingers. WWE for a second. Philadelphia Arena, NXT, November. And who is the biggest ECW fan and known to do some stuff out there? Oh, that's right, Tony Khan. You know, that's going to be a very interesting day. When I saw that promo, I said, oh, what we doing here? Now, initially, I'm thinking, did they buy the Philadelphia Arena and they're now going to...
That would have been hilarious.
It sure would have, because I'd have been like, oh, they bought the arena? So they can do whatever they want over there now? Let's go. Like, I thought they were going to say, we're expanding our performance center. Now, in the Philadelphia,
you know, performance center in Philly. At the former ECW arena.
That would have been
now the NXT arena.
That would have been the ultimate dick on the table job for real. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But still, it's just that's just what that would have been for real. But yeah, shout out to NXT, man. I'm looking forward to seeing them in the ECW arena. I guess that means we're gonna get a lot of hardcore matches for sure. So be prepared for that. Lots of tables, ladders, chairs, kendo sticks, all these things. You know, fire hydrants, Legos, thumbtack. No, they haven't done thumbtack. Nah, never mind. They're not gonna do thumbtacks.
They'll do Legos before they do thumbtacks or candy corn.
Oh God, that nasty ass candy. But yeah, no, I had to just backtrack to that when I thought about it. But on the side of that, yeah, that's it. Only other thing I gotta ask you is, what do you think of these pillar baby faces being the ones to fight up against the Orange Cassidys, the Darby Allens, the private parties?
I'm down.
Huh?
Like,
did you like that interaction between Jack Perry and Daniel Garcia?
No, I didn't care for that.
That little soft headbutt?
Yeah, I didn't care for that. That's for somebody, but it just wasn't for me. That's all I'm saying about that. Like,
yeah.
One thing about me, I'm not going to harp on it. If it's not for me, I'm just going to, like, if it's for you, good for you. For me, I'm good. We also got Mauro Ronaldo back in wrestling. He was calling the Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling show that took place this past weekend. It was Saturday, Sunday.
Intriguing. No one offered this man a bag yet. I wonder.
He probably don't want to come back. He probably had too many bad experiences with WWE.
I can understand that, but AEW, he hasn't been there.
Yeah. I mean, this might be the door open because he was plugging Dynamite on the card.
Okay.
That had a lot of people from, not a lot of people, but so the match card from night one, Forge and Excellence, it was Speedball Mike Bailey that took place Saturday. Speedball Mike Bailey from TNA versus Konosuke Takeshita.
Nice.
The Maharaja Raj versus Bully Ray in a tables match. Giselle Shaw versus Mayu Yamashita.
Okay.
Rohan Raja versus Jake something for the Champions Grail. You had the Jet Setters. Who's that? Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
Squadron. El Revenjo, Aiden Prince. And Brent. I can't see that at all. My bad, y'all.
Brent Dawkes and Johnny Swinger.
Oh,
Britt Banks. I'm sorry. Britt Banks.
And Johnny Swinger. Okay. And we had Laney Luck versus Taylor Rising. Kylie Ray versus Aurora Tevis. It looked like an interesting card for night one. That was just night one. That was Saturday.
Wow. Okay.
And I think night two was pretty much the same. So Takeshita wrestled 2 nights in a row.
Beast.
And he defended the international championship against Josh Alexander. Athena defended her Ring of Honor Women's World Championship against Giselle Shaw.
Wow.
QT Marshall and Bully Ray versus Raj and who's that? Gujar? I don't want to butcher this man's name, but it was a tag team match. Mike Bailey versus El Fantasmo. Jake something, Trevor Lee. Who's that? Stu Grayson. Who is that? Sheldon Jean. Mike Rollins. Any relation to Seth?
Nope.
And Alex Zane. And I'm pretty sure this was just a high octane match. Laney Luck and Harley Cameron versus Mayu Yamashita and Kylie Ray. And then for the QPW Qatar Championship, Reversal versus Classy Ali, and then the Jet Setters and Aiden Prince versus Rohan Raja, Rocky Romero, and Roha Raju. I'm probably butchered a lot of y'all's name. That is my bad, but yeah, man.
I think you did pretty good, brother.
Yeah, I tried. I tried. My bad.
It was
But
like a
yeah,
solid card, though.
that's what I'm saying. It looked like it was fun. I didn't know it was happening until I saw people reacted to it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Takeshita being a beast, he was definitely a beast on that night. So I'm gonna definitely try to check it out, find it online. Like if I need some background noise and I just want to watch it, I'll probably check it out. And if this is something, because I believe this is ran by Scott D'Amore, so
figured he'd be doing his own situation somewhere, as he should.
But we mentioned Mauro Ranallo. If this is just friends being friends, I would not be surprised if Mauro makes the leap to AEW at some point.
Yeah, I mean, either there or TNA for him. I mean, either or. You know what I mean?
DJ Walker said Bully Ray versus Raj was so ass, it's funny.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
I mean, it's Bully Ray past his prime. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. It was old. Yeah. There we go. Let's be positive. We're good.
But like we said at the top of the show, football is done in our head at this point. Neither one of our teams has won. Basketball is back. I don't know who I want as my team this year.
Speaking of which, shout out to LeBron James, who officially made history by just literally playing with his son on the court. And it looks weird, but it's there.
I think they said something about he's going to be playing for another 2 to 3 years too.
Knowing that guy, it wouldn't surprise me. It's just the fact that, hey, one thing you can't take away from him, just like you can't take it from Rey Mysterio and Dominic being the first father-son tag team champions and tag team for that matter. Yeah, Bronny James and LeBron shared the court, made history. Never been done before. So, you know you've been in the league a long time when you literally are playing with your own son. What the heck?
I tried to decide who I want on my team, but then I realized my last team was the Celtics in 2008.
You're doing pretty good if you stick with them. I mean, shoot, they're fresh off the championship.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not finna do what I do with football. I'm going back to my roots. I'm going with my Celtics. I'm not finna overthink it. Well, so it's gonna be me and Derek versus you.
Only when you're playing the Grizzlies. That's all I can tell you. Only when you're playing the Grizzlies, brother. That's about it. Yeah. I ain't a Hawks fan.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Don't even ask me who's on the damn team. I wouldn't be able to tell you between the janitor and the lighting guy. No.
I can give you Trae Young. That's about it.
Who?
That's all. He's their star.
Oh, Trae Young, the dude whose hair look like it's thinning. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, the one
it's just the slickness of it that's making it look like it's thinning, but he has all his hair.
Yeah, he's always looked like that, surprisingly enough. But yeah.
That was my little lighthearted jab, but yeah.
Okay.
I'll stick with my Celtics.
That's good. Fresh off the championship, they just beat New York by like 30 plus. So that's a good way to start, brother.
Yeah. So we're gonna pay very close attention to that, and our football roundup is basically about the transition to basketball roundup. But yeah, that's basically what we're gonna be doing around here because, yeah, I'm checking out of all things football. I don't even care who plays us anymore because we're done.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all maybe during the Super Bowl.
Gresh, you up? Hey, man, I was a Celtics fan in 08. Between 2007 and 08. 2006 and 08. 2005, 6, and 7, 08. So basically 2 seasons. And then I checked out of basketball. And then I'm intrigued. It's better than football right now. So, yeah, go Celtics. Even though I'm wearing red, I gotta buy green now.
He's like, I gotta buy me some green. Give me
I
some
gotta go buy me
green.
some green.
Give me some of
I
that
go buy
green.
me. But that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. It's a short one, like as always. But hey, what you got going on coming up, Mr. Bel Air Academy?
Yeah, well, definitely not Bel Air, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? But dog, you know, we just got a big concert coming up this Saturday. If you are in the Atlanta area, come check us out there in Chamblee. We got a nice concert going on around 7 o'clock p.m., so doors open up at 6. Actually, head over to my Instagram at Hi-Lite Life. You can see the flyer, scan the QR code there, or just click the link in my bio. Get yourself a ticket, only $10, and come pull up, man. It's gonna be a vibe. So, aside from that, that's really it, my brother. How about you, man?
By the time we come for episode 94, I'll be 30.
Hey, happy early birthday! Happy early birthday! We'll officially get that to him next week, y'all. But still, happy early birthday! Enjoy these last few days being 29.
Yeah, I will. I literally work my birthday, but that night I will be breaking my, I wouldn't say sobriety, but my detox, if you will. I'll take one drink and it be
Okay.
done.
Okay.
Like this one thing about me is like I refuse to crave alcohol and weed, but for this occasion, I'll be like, okay, I'll take a drink, and that's it.
That's
Like
it.
detox it right up back out of my system. But yeah, I'll be literally doing a tailgate the weekend of my birthday. But so knowing them, they'll be like, "Hey, you want something to drink? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'll take it." But after
Ooh.
that, I'm recovering and I'm pushing forward because my goal is to be in my 30s, fit mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. So,
There we go.
and I know a lot of people who've never made it to 30. So it's like my goal is to live 30 to the best of my ability, to the fullest extent of my abilities. I travel already, like I'm ready to live life. And let's be real, in a couple of years, probably less, find love, start a family, do my own thing. You already know. But other than that, yeah, that's all I got coming up. I'm just working like crazy. My October is booked until the 30th, and then we got next week. I will be out of town. I'm trying to determine if we want to dress up next week since it's Halloween week. I just thought about that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, hopefully you guys stay tuned in, stay locked in, and just stay true to yourself and just continue to live life to the best of your abilities. Well, once again, that is Hi-Lite Real, Hi-Lite Life everywhere on social media. You can follow yours truly at AO is Gresh everywhere. If not on X, Twitter, I'm not calling it X. Twitter is at It's Gresh. Simple as that. I'm thinking about bringing back the YouTube channel, but not the way that it used to be. The main YouTube channel. We'll get there. You gotta crawl before you walk.
For sure.
But with that being said, you gotta stay safe out here in these streets, and remember to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. We out, y'all. Be